Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Good morning everyone. My name is Kunal Trivedi and today I am going to represent the topic name is the revolution of hardware and software, the revolution of computer hardware and software. Now first of all, before we go further, it is necessary to understand the definition of computer. So there are number of definition available of computer, but the briefly definition is it is the program, it is the device, and it is used to carry out the finite set of arithmetic or logical operation. I am saying the finite set of arithmetic or logical operation, not the infinite set of arithmetic and logical operations. Finite means number should be fixed, right? So this is the general definition of computer. It is a one kind of device, it is a one kind of program that is used to carry out the arithmetic and logical operations. Now computer, where it was invented and when it was invented. The computer was invented in 1942, around 1942. I am talking about the digital computer. Please check the slide, please check the content. There are different type of computers, four type. There are four type of computers. The first one is the supercomputer, second one is the mainframe computer, third is the mini, and the fourth is the microcomputer. So these are the basic four types of digital computers, and the computer is invented in 1942 around, right? Now the first type of these four type of computers are different categories. They are classified based their performance, their size, their capacity. So these are the main criteria of their differentiations. Everyone have different performance, different size, and different capacity, right? So main four types: super, mainframe, mini, and the micro, right? Please check the slide, please check the content, right? Supercomputer, this is the figure of supercomputer. You see that there are large amount of boxes, there are large amount of computers. So this is the first supercomputers, right? And number of supercomputers are just arranging in one room. So see the size of supercomputer, right? So what is supercomputer? Supercomputer is most powerful computer, we can say that it's the most powerful computer in terms of performance and data processing. Please check the content, the performance and the data processing of supercomputer. That is why it is called supercomputer. Now NASA uses supercomputer to launching space shuttle and controlling them. As you know, NASA is handling all the space kind of activities and controlling them. So supercomputer is used by the NASA. Now there are other supercomputer example right now in the world are, right? The popular supercomputers are there. IBM is one of the company which is the dealing with the supercomputers. IBM Sequoia in United States, this is the IBM's first supercomputer. Fujitsu K computer in Japan. Please check the contents. These are the list out of supercomputers. IBM Sequoia in United States, Fujitsu computer in Japan, IBM's Mira in also United States, IBM Super MUC in Germany, and the Tianhe, it is from NUDT, it is from China. So these are the listed of supercomputers right now in the world. So these are the five big supercomputer available in the world, right? Second one is the mainframe computers. What is the meaning of mainframe computers? Mainframe computers can also process data at very high speeds, right? Via hundreds, or we can say the millions of instructions per seconds, and it is also quite expensive. So mainframe computer is also used for high performance, and it has the ability to produce or the process large amount of data. Please check the contents, please check the slide. There are a few examples of mainframe computers: banking, airlines, and railway. For example, banking, we can take the example of SBI Bank. As you know, India have thousands of branches of SBI. We can say there is more than 5,000, more than 7,000 branches of SBI in India. Right now, see, number of branches at a time. There are number of transactions, huge transactions. We can say that more than 10,000 to 15,000 transactions of SBI is occurring during a time, right? So suppose morning 10 a.m. at a time there are more than 1,000 transactions are there. So banking required more performance, more output, more speed, more data processing. That is why the mainframe computer is used to banking applications. If the performance is degraded or if some kind of mistakes are there, then banking should have some damages. So to avoid the errors, to avoid the less performance, the mainframe computers are the use in the banking sector also. Now the airlines or the railway ticket booking, as you know, our railway and airlines centers, now number of railway booking centers are there. At a time, number of people are confirm their registrations through online also. So to cover all the transactions of railway and airlines, they are using mainframe computers, right? So these are the example of mainframe computers. The first one is the supercomputers and the second is the mainframe computers. These are the category of computers as per their performance, size and the data processing. Now these are the figure of mainframe computers. Please check the slide. Mainframe computer, see, this is also like the cupboards, right? Now what are the mechanism and what are the hardware devices over there? So next slide. So just see this slide. This is the mechanism of mainframe computers, right? So it is required high performance, it is required higher data processing, it is required much size. So mainframe computer is also used for bulk of data processing. So these are the two types. Now the third one is the mini computers. As you know, nowadays the era of mini computers and the microcomputers. Mini computers are also called the mid-range computers. The mini computers are also called the mid-range of computer. It is used specially for the business, right, and the firms. So please check the contents or slide. The mini computers figure, as you know, it is one kind of laptop, but it is not exactly the laptop. So it is a mini device of computer, right? Fourth type, the microcomputers. Microcomputers is a desktop computer, personal digital assistants, smartphones, tablets. Nowadays the era of tablets, everyone have the tablets, everyone have the mobiles. So microcomputers in the size is very small. In the terms of size, it's a very small. See, this is the microcomputer. So we have seen the four categories of computers: super, then we can say the mainframe, mini and the micro. Now we are also talking about the generation of the computers, right? Generation, there are 5 types of generations: first, second, third, fourth and the fifth, right? Please check the slide, please check the content. The first generation of computer, it is invented in 1940 to 1950s. This is the era, 1940 to 1950 is the first generation computers, right? So they are also used, they are also complex, and the first generation computer is the ENIAC, right? Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. So ENIAC is the first generation computer. Now please check the slide. The second generation computer is there. Second generation computers also have the transistor. Now this is the era of transistor. 1955 to 1960, transistors is invented. Due to transistor, the vacuum tube is just gone and transistor started replacing vacuum tube in a computer design, right? So this is the era of transistor and the second generation computer. Now the third generation computer, it is the third generation computers also have the circuits, integrated circuits. It is called IC, right? Integrated circuit, it is a IC. It is the era of IC, and the duration of third generation computer is 1960s, right? After 1960s, third generation computers are invented, and the main characteristic of third generation computer is integrated circuits. It is also known as a microchips. It is also known as a microchips, and right now the process is going on transistors also. So this is the third generation of computers. Now the fourth generation computer, and 97 to at present. So we are working with the 4th generation computer, right? The first microchips, that is based CPU, and multiple components are together in microchips. So that is the characteristic of 4th generation microchips. It is the 4th generation computers. Now CPU have the multiple components and only single microchip is there. So this is the main characteristic of 4th generation computer, and it is invented from 1971, right? And the first microprocessor single chip CPU is 4004. Please check the contents, please check the slide. Here the example of the microprocessor, and the first Intel microprocessor single chip was 4004. So 4th generation computer, Intel microprocessor, right? The next is the 5th generation computer. As you know, the today is the era of the artificial intelligence. Now that is why we are saying the 5th generation computer is the artificial intelligence. So there are number of example. Please check the contents: voice recognition, gaming software. So these are the example of artificial intelligence. I think you have seen the movie Robot. Robot is also example of artificial intelligence, right? Means what? The device, it is the program, it have the sense of human, sense like a human, it is behave like the human. That is the artificial intelligence. So these are the 5 generation of computer: first generation, second, third, fourth, and the 5th. So as per the era, as per the time, technology is invented, and day by day computer is upgraded by some technology. That is why it is called generation wise computer history, right? So we have seen 2 categories of computers. Next, now what is the revolution of hardware, right? Our main topic is revolution of hardware and software. So far we have discussed about some brief history of computers, their generation and their category, right? Revolution of hardware components. What is the hardware? What is the meaning of hardware? Hardware is the collection of physical element. It is the collection of physical devices such as monitor, keyboard, computer data storage, we can say hard drive, disk, mouse, CPU, graphics card, sound cards, memory, motherboards. These are all the physical devices, we can say it is the physical elements. So computer hardware is the collection of this kind of physical elements, right? You are knowing what is the input devices, what are the output devices. So hardware is the physical element. Physical means we can touch, we can see, it is the hardware. So this is the definition of hardware. Now hardware have different component. The first is the system unit. Please check the slide. System unit. What is the meaning of system unit? System unit is this. See, this is the figure of system unit. Now this is the system unit of mainframe computer. If you check the size, 1.5 feet is the width, and the height is like 5 to 6 feet. So this is the system unit, the first component of hardware that is required, right? Please check the slide. This is also we have the desktop computer. This is the main, sometimes we call it a CPU, but it is not the CPU, it is the system unit. It is a one kind of board, it is one kind of box, right? So there are different mechanism like start the computer, stop the computer. We can have the floppy disk, DVD drive. So different components are reside in this system unit. So there are 2 images of system unit. One is from front, the second is from back, right? So now you are realizing what is the meaning of system unit. And system unit is the component of the hardware, computer hardware. I am talking about the computer hardware. So this is nowadays the size of system unit is very small. See the figure. Nowadays the size of system unit is hardly 1.5 half feet is there, not the 1 feet, just half feet. So this is the system unit, example of computer hardware, the first components of computer hardware. Now the next, now we are trying to open this system unit, right? See the figure, see the contents. Now we are trying to open this figure, and which are the other components, which are the other hardware available in this box. Now we will discuss about some other components of computer hardware. Now we are open, right? The first hardware we have seen the motherboard. Motherboard is the mother of all the components. If the motherboard is not there, then system unit, then computer, then laptop doesn't work, right? So motherboard is the electronic device such as the microcomputers. Motherboard is a very backbone. It is, we can say, the backbone of computer. If motherboard is not there, then computer is not there, right? See the figure. This is the figure of motherboard. There are number of circuits. See, there are number of circuits, number of devices, number of mechanism, right? Chip is there, slots are there. So it is the architecture framework of motherboard. We have seen more clearly architecture. See the figure. See, this is the backside architecture of motherboard. Everywhere the circuit is there, but we have seen the front side. It is look like this. But when we open each and every component of motherboard, then it would be this, right? So number of circuits, you can say the yellow color circuits, number of wires are there, right? So it is the architecture of motherboard. Motherboard have several components. Now this is the name of several components. As you know, the LAN port is there, audio port. We just plug in and play our speakers. Audio is there, 3x. LAN port. For internet, we are using the LAN port, parallel port, serial port, USB port. Through mouse, we can connect the mouse, we can connect the camera, right? We can connect the other devices through serial USB port, right? So this is the part. These are the several inner components of motherboard. So motherboard is the backbone of the computer hardware. Other component is there, CPU fan, right? It just reduces the heat of CPU. CPU fan is required. Then IDE connector, different connectors, sound cards are there. See, sound cards, right? PCI slots. So every hardware of computer is just assembled through motherboard. So this is the figure of motherboard. You can see that number of devices, number of components, number of circuits are there. This is the motherboard, right? So CPU, central processing unit, the other component of hardware. CPU,